Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, this is actually my first time interviewing people with English. I'm kind of like anticipating also what happened. But today's video, I have like two of my friends from a different country, and they're going to answer some questions regarding to my program at the moment. So the first one, I have like my dude from Nigeria. Would you like to introduce yourself first?
Okay, my name is Abiodun Sadek.
Just be casual. It's not. Mhm. Go ahead.
So, as you rightly said, I'm from Nigeria. One of
Mhm.
the Fulbright teaching assistant to the University of Pennsylvania this year. So, I teach
Cool.
Yoruba language actually.
For Yoruba language. So Yoruba language is like used in how many countries at the moment?
I can't say for now, but I think it's spoken um, in Nigeria, definitely.
As well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's spoken in Cuba, it's spoken in neighboring Benin Republic, spoken
Ah.
in some part of Brazil as well.
Hmm.
And we have like over 40 million speakers of the language across the world. So,
Right. Well, that's very interesting.
mhm.
Can you say like something in Yoruba to all the viewers? They
Oh,
maybe also like learn some of
ṣé
it.
dáadáa la bá yín o, ṣàlàáfíà lẹ wà o, ẹ
Yeah,
pẹ̀lẹ́
I'll put the
a o.
subtitle later here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you very much, Adi. And we have also another one from Algeria. Also, would you like to introduce yourself?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Esma and I am from Algeria. I'm a teacher of Arabic in the University of Pennsylvania as part of the Fulbright program. A word in Arabic, marhaba.
Marhaba. So yeah, well, as you know, that Arabic is spoken in many languages. So there actually another question that I would like to ask, since like many people, like English or language teacher itself, want to apply for this kind of program. So would you like to share, like how do you get to this program? Is it like hard, like the process of entering to this program? Because like many people know that Fulbright is very prestigious program at the moment.
Oh, to me, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got to know about the program through a network of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same classmates. Like we graduated together. So from the forum of our alumni page. So every year the application comes out. They throw the link there, and then people get to apply if you're interested. So that was that's how I got to know about the program. And the process is somehow like a complex one because it doesn't come easy.
Huh.
Yes, you have
Is it
to.
your first try, or you tried like
I,
several times before going?
I tried once. I tried
Huh.
once before I won it the second time. So
Right.
yeah, I think the first time I tried, I got to a certain level that they couldn't provide explanation as to what
Ah.
transpired and why I couldn't be, awarded the
So it's pretty also competitive in your country, huh?
very competitive years.
How
I
many
think
people?
Fulbright is competitive everywhere because,
Oh
as you
no,
already said,
yeah,
it's prestigious, so it doesn't come cheap,
that's true.
getting
How
it.
many people, like applicants, in your year that applied?
Well, from what I heard, not the official source, but from what I heard, it was around like 8,000 people.
8,000. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
8,000 people,
That's
yes.
a big number.
Yeah. So from that 8,000, the screening and training and everything through the processes and all that. In the end, um, 7 of us
Seven
made it
from
to the
eight.
cabinet. 7, yes. And there's
Wow,
another
that's
one. There's another one. Hausa category because those are the two languages that are represented in the Fulbright program. So
uh,
one Hausa scholar and 7 Yoruba scholars. Yeah.
That's really amazing. Well, well, in my country, it's probably only like 300 people.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah, that applied for the
To
program.
start with, what's the population of Indonesia in general?
Well, the population. Oh my God, is that like to 27 million?
Oh, that's why
Yeah.
we are over 2 million in Nigeria. 200 million, I meant to say.
That's big. Yeah, that's true. So
So
that's why the
so
applicants also like,
that's why the ratio is high.
like yeah, there are a lot of like demanding also for
Yeah.
the applicants itself. Great. So what about for you, Asma? Like, was it like also like hard, the procedure of the application and like the way you
It's hard.
go
It's
through
the Fulbright.
Mhm.
So it's really prestigious and people apply for it a lot. So I don't have a total number of candidates, but I remember the day of the interview, we were only like 8 or 7. And like you guys, maybe you were more. How many were you? One.
Well, for me, it's only like 300 to 400 people in my year, but for Shadi, it's like a huge number. That's really amazing.
Oh, no, the day of the interview, how many?
Oh, the day of interview, we got like several steps. Like the application, we send the application, and then we get also like interview, and also there's like TOEFL test and like the language that we teach, like the test. So,
Okay.
and
So we
what
had
about
like
for you?
to write many essays, letters of recommendations.
Mhm.
We had to write motivation letter, and it wasn't that easy. I remember I had like a month. Like I sent the application 2 months or 3 months in advance, and the last month was really, really hard because I had to take the TOEFL test.
That's true.
Imagine I had to review my motivation letter, research them, and it wasn't that easy. And I was also teaching, just like you guys. Maybe you were teaching one at the same time, because Fulbright like require teachers, like teachers to come to the US.
So everyone who can speak the language, like Yoruba language and also Arabic language, wherever they are, they can like apply the program. Do you think, guys?
I think it's all about your native language that is taught in the American universities.
Right. Yeah. If like they.
Well,
yeah, you want to say?
I don't know if the situation is the same thing for other countries, but in Nigeria, if you want to apply, I think it's stated in the application that it's either you study linguistics or you study language.
Okay.
So, coupled with the fact that you need to be versed in your local language, which is in my own case Yoruba.
Yeah.
So I don't think like any other discipline can actually qualify.
For example, like if there's like a people who speak Yoruba in some countries, they apply to FLTA. Do you think it's possible? Like,
are you talking about if they are not residing in Nigeria?
Yeah, that's true.
If you go through the application something very well, I don't know if it was the same thing we actually went through, but as for me, you have to be residing in the particular country. Yeah.
Okay.
So during the process of the application and everything.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have to be accessible and all that.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, so no, this is like before the last question, because I know that you guys are really busy. So I would like to ask, how do you think about the program itself? It's been like 7 months in the US till now. How do you think about the program, like the process of like teaching and stuff like that here? Do you enjoy your?
Asma, you want to go first?
Yeah, Asma, if you want to start first.
So teaching Arabic as a foreign language is my first experience here in the US. Like I have never taught my native language, and this might be surprising for many candidates who are like thinking to apply. So guys, don't be afraid to apply if you have no experience with teaching your native language. It's all about having an experience teaching a language as a foreign language. For example, if you are a teacher of Spanish as a foreign language, French, or English as a foreign language, you are the good person to apply. When I came here to the University of Pennsylvania, I was really, really impressed by the methods they are using to improve teaching languages in this university, and it's considered as one of the best universities in the world that teach languages really, really in a good way. So I didn't like improve only my teaching skills, but I became more creative. Back in my country, I considered myself a creative person in terms of teaching, but when I came here, I had really to work a lot on myself uh, by observing teachers, observing my supervisor, helping him in teaching culture. And this is the point, guys. So if you want to apply, just think twice about being a cultural ambassador. Bring realia from your country to show your culture, bring clothes, think about the food you're eating, how it differs from the one eaten in the US, the clothes, and also you will learn a lot about how to be a good citizen.
That's awesome. Cool. What about you, for you, Sadiq?
Okay. As for me, it's been a wonderful experience for me. And just like Asma said, it's not easy teaching your native language.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually taught my native language before as well. So, but the only thing that I like about it is that even if the only thing you need is just to be versed in the language and know your onions when it comes to the language and culture and everything. So this is America, you know, and America, they actually have their own standards. So when you come in, they're going to train you by series of orientations and all that because they know you have testing their students. So they'll take you through the ways things are being done here. Yeah, also, I've been a cultural ambassador, yeah, just like the demand of the program as well. So I've never been in a situation where I have to answer for my country. You know, I'm representing like Nigeria here. Also, at times I represent Africa because I most of the time in the classes that I take, I find myself being the only black there. So if there's any question directed to your region, I have to stand up, and answer for it. So it's been a wonderful experience. And when I go back home, I will go back to answering for myself alone and my family. But while I'm still here, I answer for Nigeria, I answer for Africa. Yeah.
That's
A very wonderful one. Nice experience, and also exploring some parts of the United States, before the coronavirus came in.
Well, we're not going to talk about coronavirus first because, well, this is the next thing that I want to ask also. What is the most challenging thing teaching and also studying in the US for you guys?
Time management.
What do
You
you
have to
want?
do a lot of reading. Sometimes we have to go thoroughly through articles and book chapters and like to answer some questions that you cannot find in the book that you have read, to be creative, critical thinkers. And it was really challenging for me. But now I think that the most productive days are those when we were struggling with the articles and activities. So when you struggle a lot, you learn a lot.
That's true. You tried a lot, you learn a lot. Okay. What about
it was challenging initially because I read a lot and I've seen a lot of movies about America and American kids.
You did. Okay.
So I know how inquisitive American learners could be. So you have to extra prepared and equip yourself very well so that you won't you won't fumble. Yeah. So talking about learning, it's a different ball game learning here in America compared to what we have back home in Africa. So yeah, we read a lot as expected of us, and it's the readings are eye opening. You get to know so many things that you didn't know about them, except for those that you actually saw in movies coming in. So
yeah,
I've read so many ethnographies and so many researches, and they've actually opened my eyes to so many events that have happened and that are still happening. So it's been a good one.
There's nothing wrong with reading, guys. So yeah,
Yeah,
reading is always
there's
good.
nothing wrong with reading, but the only thing there is we're very used to reading the way they do here. Americans read,
A lot.
yeah, yeah, they do.
Okay, so
We actually read in Africa too, but not like this, I won't lie.
that's true. So you need to like adjust yourself to the culture, especially to the reading culture itself, right?
Sure, because you want to survive, so you have to
Right,
adapt.
right. Yeah, I do agree. Okay, one last question is actually about the situation that is happening now. Because we are leaving soon. Like usually for FLTA guys, we start in August and finish in about May or June. But for us in University of Pennsylvania, we are gonna leave the country in May like this year. So it's about like 9 or 10 months in here.
Okay.
But the situation now, like we need to put up with the coronavirus issue that is happening worldwide. So how do you, as you know, like US now rank the first with the most like infected citizen in the world.
Okay.
How do you face this kind of situation at the moment at the end of your program?
Sorry, can you come again with the question? Like, can you?
How do you like put up with the situation, the coronavirus at the end of your program?
At the end of the program,
Yeah,
I
because it's
think
tough, right?
the whole world is in this together, so you will be very prepared. We are caught unaware, so they are just we keep our arms crossed and waiting for what the season holds for us. It's been a tough time, and
I know, yeah, that's true.
the permutations in our front are not looking that good, but then we'll all be good. I mean, we'll be fine.
Do you have any like message to the people like around the world about how to like keep yourself like to be safe in this kind of situation? Because you are in really like in a country which has like the biggest population with the infected coronavirus citizens.
If I'm going to tell them anything, it's just those things that they've been hearing before. So they should keep the social distancing.
Okay, well that's
flatten the curve. They should make sure they wash their hands very often. Use their nose masks. Is it nose masks or face masks?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you don't have any business outside there, please don't go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Well, that's actually a very good tips for people. Then what about for you, Asma? Like, how do you work to this kind of situation?
Well, I'm working on my skills, mainly to use technology while teaching.
Okay.
So this was really, really challenging, but I find it like the right opportunity for me to improve my skills in terms of online teaching. Sometimes we lose motivation, the students lose motivation, so we need to update the level of motivation every day.
Right.
Maybe people don't have to get outside like rarely, but we can like go jogging really early in the morning.
That's true.
And come back early before class and enjoy our lives.
Yeah.
And not to watch the news because it makes us depressed.
Yeah, that's true. You guys need also
one last thing, and well, some people are going to tell you should maximize this opportunity of staying indoors to learn everything in this world, to do this, that, and all that. So you don't need to put yourself under pressure. You can just do the things that you can do, and you leave the rest. Just make sure you sleep well, feed well, exercise, and you'll be good.
Exactly. Well, it's actually an opportunity also to rest. So what have you done so far during the quarantine itself?
During the quarantine?
Yeah.
Actually, I've had enough sleep. I've eaten so very well. Before.
You're eating well.
I slept very well.
It's actually a rare opportunity, so you have to make the best use of it. And I read, and there are so many. I write papers. I attend to my classes, the ones that I'm taking and the ones that are teaching me and all that. So, well, we'll weather it.
Okay. Well, what about you, Asma? Like
contact with my family all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's also the time for you. You can also like being like closer to your family itself. Right. Okay, so we're going to be
Sorry.
Yeah.
You said it was the last question the other time.
That's the last question. Right, yeah, this is the last question. So do you have like any message to the people who want to apply for FLTA this year?
Just apply.
Well, just apply.
Just close your eyes. Do what I did. Open your laptop.
Okay.
This is the right program for you guys. If you have teaching skills, just do it. You will learn about American universities, methods of teaching, improve your teaching skills, know people. Just go for it.
Right. I'll put like the link for the general FLTA information for you guys if you want to know more about that. Okay, Sadiq, what about you?
Oh, advice for those that want to apply.
Yep.
They should be, when thinking of applying, they should think of commitment as well, because it's not easy, writing 3 essays, getting recommenders and all that. So if you want to do it, just know you are in for it and you have to finish it. So
okay.
They should.
Okay. Yeah, I actually forget to ask also Asma to say something in Arabic, and also for you, Sadiq, if you want to close it with saying something in Yoruba again. All right. And Asma?
شكرا على المتابعة. إلى اللقاء.
Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. Gonna see you in another YouTube video. Selamat malam.
مع السلامة.